What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing. We got a very special guest on with us today. We got Randy Canaday Jr. What's going on, bro?
What's up with it? What's going on?
Nothing much, bro. 2-0, man. How you feeling, dog? How's the start of your career been so far?
It's been real good. It's been real good.
Yeah, yeah. How you been liking just the pro lifestyle? Is it different from what you used to in the amateur?
Yeah, it's way better. I like how it's like more spaced out. Like the amateurs is just like, fast paced. The pro style is like way different.
Yeah. And where you from, bro?
I'm from St. Louis.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got hip to you from the Team Combat League. That's where I first saw you at, and I'm like, damn, okay, I fuck with guy. I followed you and stuff. I've been following you, ever since then. How was that experience, and how did you like that Team Combat League environment?
Yeah, that was a real good experience. Like going into it, I was a little iffy about it, but like once we started getting going, it was a real good experience. Like traveling and then like just the team format, like working with somebody else, because boxing is just like basically like a one man sport. So having your team and what I'm saying, it was a good experience.
Did you like? I guess that you only get to go like because we did recently had another fighter on that fought in the Team Combat League as well, and he said you guys only fight 1 or 2 rounds, and then obviously another teammate will go. Did you like that format of it, just the rules and everything?
Uh, a little bit, but the 1 or 2 rounds, I like that. Like, but cause like, well, it all depends on who your coaches is. Like, my coaches will let me pick who I want to fight. So
Oh,
I want him first, and then I want him second. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So you kind of strategize.
Yeah.
Right.
And did you when you before you took the opportunity, was you worried about basically like any risk, risking your other career that's not basically the regular career because you got to fight multiple people?
A little bit, yeah, cause I was fighting 135, so
Mm.
I wasn't fighting my natural weight. I'm a real 122, 118 pounder. So I went in there fighting heavier anyway. So yeah.
Did you feel like you did that because they wasn't as talented, or you just the check was clearing so you was with it?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like really because once they like had the tryouts, I tried out, and then I wasn't gonna do it at first because I'm like, man, 35 is kind of too big. But
Mm.
then my uncle was like, man, just do it. So I did it. Once I got the feel for it, it was like kind of like good from there.
Went too big. And how's that tryout process? What's that like? What do y'all gotta do?
So pretty much people show up to the tryouts, write their name down, wait, and then kind of like fighting format. You spar 1 round, then we get out, let the other 35s go or whatever the weight class is, and then you get back in with somebody else. So you do 2 rounds, and then after what else we do? Strength and conditioning just to see like where you at, and then after that, that's it. And then you come back again the second day and do it all over again. And then after them 2 days, they'll pick who they want on the team and stuff like that.
Was the competition stiffer in the combat league than it is like in when you first turn pro? Because you know how when you first turn pro, your team supposed to move you right, not put
Yeah,
nobody in there that could really do harm to you. But we, like
yeah,
I said, since we actually had people like you and Scooter Davis on here, is like y'all don't fight people like each other, even even in the beginning of your career. So like, what made y'all like want to instead of just doing a regular thing and fighting less competition, working your name up, you actually was getting in there with somebody who kind of could really fight already.
I think because in this format you can't really like how people like, oh, you ducking this person. You can't in that team combat you can't duck nobody because you're gonna eventually have to fight them. Like either somebody gonna pull out a something. So I feel like to your question, I don't know for real. Like Scooter, I know he gonna want to fight like the best of the best. Like just like me. Like we want the competition and we want to get our name out there as fast as we can. So I feel like yeah.
And then how was your amateur career? What was your record? And then I know you was like a multiple time national champion. What made you kind of want to turn pro and maybe not take that Olympic route?
Um, I was, yeah, I was a good amateur. I didn't. I looked at the Olympics, but I was like, man, that was just a long time from now. And
Yeah,
17, 18, you want to start getting paid like for what you do. So I'm like, man, it's just time to go pro because my cousin had went pro. Samuel Arnold, he went pro before me at
yeah,
17.
yeah, yeah.
That's my cousin. So he went pro at 17. And then I'm like, man, I'm in the amateurs by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, let me just go ahead and make that jump. And I just did it.
No,
All
Sam Arnold, he
right.
a dog.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, did you what was the how you feel when you basically first felt the difference in the 8 ounces and then the 16s? Like, did you feel the difference? Like, because I heard some fighters feel like they said that it feel like damn near a whole different sport.
Yeah. It's a different, like, you can actually, like, feel the punches. Like, and it's like the amateurs, I think it's 10s, and you got Hager, like, you don't got no shirt on. Even when you blocking the punches, it's still kind of like you can feel them. Like, it hurt. It hurt.
Coming up as an amateur or even now in the pros, like who are some notable guys that you've been sparring with, or is it any guys that kind of bring the best out you or brought the best out you?
Yeah, I just sparred not too long ago Michael Angeletti. If y'all know who
Okay,
that
yeah.
is, I just
Mm-hmm.
sparred him. That's bro. We just got some good work down in Houston, and then I got in the ring with Sean Porter one time. That was a great experience.
That's fire.
Darren Cunningham, some pros like that.
Then come in, fight out of Vegas.
Yeah, he from St. Louis too.
Oh, all right. He used to be with Devin Haney a lot, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, yeah,
You talking about yeah.
yeah. He used
Mm-hmm.
to be under Devin Haney.
And at what age did you basically where it set in for you, where you basically decided that you're gonna feed your mom and dad off this? Like, what age did it sit in for you?
Young, cause I started real young, but like once I knew I really wanted to do it, I think it was like 12. Like once I started going to some tournaments and started traveling a lot, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. Yeah, I think this for me.
Yeah, just like the environment of it type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say, coming from your amateur career, is any guys that fought that you might see in the future and in the pros?
Yeah. Floyd Diaz. I fought him.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I fought him twice in the amateurs. Me and Emilio Vargas fought, but he kind of like bigger now.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
I fought a lot of guys in the amateurs that's like top pros. Well, going to be top pros. That's prospects. Uh, who else? Fernando Vargas, but he haven't really been doing nothing right now. But yeah, them kind of like some guys that I
that's the
fought.
oldest, right? Fernando, that's the oldest.
Yeah, I think so.
and then when do you plan on getting back in the ring for your third fight?
December 2nd.
Oh,
That's
okay.
December 2nd.
Right. You already got
Where's
a
that?
date?
Yeah,
Oh,
December 2nd. I supposed to be fighting again December 2nd in Canada. So
oh, in Canada.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
dang, that's far. All right.
I was about to say St. Louis or Canada. Yeah.
I'm about to say, how did that opportunity come about? How you get a fight? Usually, when you first start out, they get you a fight in your city or another city. They about to take you to
Yeah.
Canada for your third fight. How did that come about?
Man, my uncle Samuel Arnold II. My
All
uncle,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
man, they down there training right now, getting some work in with my cousin Samuel Arnold. He getting some work in down there because he's finna fight on a Benavidez card.
I
So
think I
Okay.
know who you're talking about, but I don't want to. He got
Sam Arnold, he got dreads.
braids,
Yeah, he got
yeah,
dreads,
dreads.
yeah,
and
he
he
got
turned
Yeah.
pro
dreads. Yeah,
real young. He like a 10-time national champion or some
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
shit
That's
like
my
that.
cousin.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so
I mean,
he down there right now, and I had went to Florida to get some work. They had went up there to go spar, so
yeah.
he just ran into like a promoter and some coaches, and he just kind of like they just put me on the card.
Right.
Or,
Oh no, that's fire. To have them type of connections, and that's fam, so that's even easier to
Yeah,
go about it. Yeah.
right.
yeah. I was gonna say, coming up in the amateurs, did you have any pro? I said not any pros. Any top promoters reaching out, letting you know they checking for you?
Uh, a little bit, like, cause in the amateurs, it's kind of harder. Like, the pros, you can go to gym spar. Well, you can do that too as an amateur, but I had a
Yeah.
couple like. like what's Top Rank. We had Top Rank. We had some talks with them, but not for real.
Right. Just kind of like
Mm.
some
Yeah,
meetings type, just seeing what
it's
they
harder
talking
because
about.
it's so many people in the amateurs. So
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, yeah, it'd be crazy because some people get left out in terms of like you can't catch everybody, like you can't
yeah,
watch
right.
everybody. So it's like it's even guys that did be 8-time national champions and ain't get signed just because you can't watch
Yeah,
everybody. Like it's a bunch of y'all
Yeah.
that got national titles and things of that nature. They just
yeah.
catch y'all. They catch y'all later, like when y'all prove. They catch y'all later, and I mean, like
Mm,
Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford wasn't a super crazy amateur. As big as like Errol Spence was as an amateur, or Shakur,
right.
or Devin Haney, or Ryan Garcia. Like they was been established before they even turned pros.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like some amateurs just get overlooked.
Yeah,
And then being that you're a fairly new pro, how has the business side been for you? Because we already know it's like a dirty game. So like, how has it been for you?
Up and you have your up and downs. When you start, kind of like it's kind of hard to get fights because some people don't want to fight, or you would get the dude that want to fight but then pull out the day of. Like I was supposed to fight on 30th. He put out at the fight, so he was like day of the
What the
fight. We weighed
hell?
in and everything. He
no,
pulled
I
out
actually,
day of the
it's
fight.
crazy. I just went to a fight in AC not that long ago, and the guy literally pulled out like after watching multiple people fight already. Like they was like the fourth or fifth fight, so he was backstage watching multiple people fight, training,
Yeah,
warming up, and everything. And then by the time the bullfight came out and the people on the mic like, yeah, what's the name just left. Everybody give a round of applause to the person who was supposed to be fighting because he did all that for nothing.
yeah. So yeah, it's crazy, man. You'll go to gyms, you'll have talks with promoters, some stuff like that, and then you got dirty local promoters. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of ups and downs, but it's kind of going now. It's going smooth, getting like on cars and stuff. It's mostly like the opponents now, for
Right.
Mm.
Just seeing if they're gonna pull through type shit.
real. Yeah.
Then can you tell us a little bit about your team, like your coaches and whatnot? What gyms you training out of?
Right now, I'm in Dallas, Texas. I had moved to Dallas, but I'm training out of Skills Boxing Gym right now. I got a team we call New Money Camp. That's with me, Samuel Arnold, Deontay, Malik Lark. We got a lot of us in the camp, different weight classes, 35, 47, 60. Whole bunch of us. Um, my coach Samuel Arnold right now, and my dad,
I was gonna say, y'all
Okay.
never been went down to that Jay Prince gym to get some work.
Jay Prince. No, we ain't. Well, I think Sam have, but I haven't yet.
I about to say I about to say being in Dallas too. I know that's kind of that's sort of a boxing hub too in itself. Like you got the Errol Spence and them training out of there. You know what I mean? Do y'all got some ties to that gym at all?
Yeah, we well, we don't go down there because we stay like they kind of like Texas. Everything just so far. So
Yeah.
yeah, so like you want the work, you gotta drive. You gotta drive. So, but yeah, we know them though. Like he didn't came to the gym a couple times. Came to Sam fight. So yeah, we got some good ties with them. But to go to their gym or something like that, it's just real far.
Right. Even if y'all in the same city, it's still just
Yeah,
far
it's
as
just
hell.
I don't know why Texas like that, but it's just like everything 30, 40 an hour away.
I heard that too. Like I ain't never been, but I heard like if just like the local joke, like if you miss your exit, you about to be an hour trying to
Yeah,
turn. Yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
it's crazy, man.
How would you basically describe your style of fighting? Would you like you feel like you're a pure boxer, boxer puncher, come forward, counter puncher?
Uh, like pure boxer. I'm more on the counter side.
Mm-hmm.
If I can box you and counter you the whole fight, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't really like getting to the dog fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to, I can. So
Yeah,
I can be a boxing puncher when I want to, but I'm more of a counter, jab counter. So more of a counter puncher.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then was it hard for you in the amateurs? not hard, but like, did you get annoyed sometimes with that you had to be so much in a hurry pace because you want to counter, wait for your shots, pick your shots, things of that nature.
Yeah, that was like kind of like the frustrating thing in the amateurs, cause like even though they not landing, they can throw a whole bunch of punches and still win. So like
Yeah,
you throw two clean counter shots, and then they throw five at you and don't don't land. It still look like they winning. So that was kind of like the frustrating part of the amateurs.
yeah. We hear that every time we hop
Oh
on with
man,
any type of pro. They say the same exact thing,
Yeah,
bro.
I hated it. I'm like, man, I'm losing. I didn't even get hit, so it was crazy.
where say you got a trajectory that you want to stay on, like the trajectory that you gave yourself, kinda, or you just going as it go? Like
Um,
trajectory, like you want to fight for a world title in 3 years or 4 years or two, or you just like I said, just gonna take it as it comes.
yeah, kind of like I do want to fight for like a title in like I say 4 years. I think I'd be ready in like 4 years. You know, so I do want to fight all the top guys though. Yeah, that was
Mm.
kind of my plan, like set plan. I wanna be champion as fast as I can.
Right.
Uh,
And who are some of your guys, your favorite guys that, or who are some guys that look at as possible competition at 118 and 22?
Um, well, right now, like I said, me and him cool, but Michael Angeletti, he coming up, he a prospect, he 9-0. I know, we in the same weight class. If only we might run into each other if he get bigger or
yeah.
not, but we kind of like same pace. But Floyd Diaz, but I want to fight like a Brandon Figueroa if I can,
Oh yeah.
Brandon Figueroa get some work. Fulton, if he's still at 26 around that weight, monster. Once I get up there in that, get up there in that mix, I want all the smoke with the top guys, man.
Speaking of anyway, did you see him doing Fulton like that in the fight, man? Did you see that going that way?
No, I did. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I thought Fulton was gonna do a little bit better, but now looking back at it, that was kind of like Styles make fights, and he do make a lot of mistakes, so he kind of like was reaching a lot. So yeah, I think that's what played a part of it.
No, that man anyway a dog too, man. But
Yeah,
I was the same way. I'm thinking schoolboy gonna cool boy gonna come. I'm talking about cool boy gonna come
yeah.
out. And I'm
I
thinking
thought
cool
he
boy
was
gonna come
go
out
at least go
and
win at
yeah,
least two
box
rounds.
him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah. But it did not come out like that. Anyway, it looked like a super athlete. Some I don't know what he man. I don't know.
yeah, he got that God
Oh
gifted
yeah,
power.
I'm like a Power Ranger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said Power Ranger. Yeah, for real. That boy
No,
can
he
punch.
looked flawless performance. No cap.
Yeah, I think that was one of his best performances besides Donaire. That was one. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
Hmm.
was.
old ass Donaire gave him some work too. Like at
Yeah,
least
he
that
got
first
some
fight.
That's
work.
The
another.
second fight he
That's
whooped
another
his
reason
ass.
people was. That's another reason people was picking Cool Boy to beat him because they felt like a 40-year-old went 12 rounds and won some rounds. They felt like a young guy in his prime who hard to hit was going to win.
Yeah, but they sleeping though. Darner got that power though, both ends.
That's what.
He
Yeah.
probably
That's
made
that's the that's the difference maker
that's
right there. That's the only thing people didn't take into accountability is Donaire really punching. So you what? No,
Yeah,
what's his
he
name wasn't just
slowed
gonna be
Monster down
walking
a
in
little
on
bit.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
power the equalizer, man. I think that's like a 3-point shot. You ain't got to do nothing else in the league. If you can shoot though, you can go to the league.
right,
no.
right.
I think he broke his orbital bone that fight. Anyway, orbital, all that shit. I think he broke his motherfucking eye socket or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Anyway, it still ended up winning
he
the
broke
fight.
he broke NUAI or some shit like that. He broke
He
something on there. He
did.
Yeah.
definitely broke
I
Yeah,
ain't
he
something.
even.
broke his orbital bone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, all
crazy.
right, yeah.
I
That's how I
think
said. That's
I
not,
know he
yeah,
hurt him. I know he hurt him in that. And was it the first year? Because he knocked him out the second fight, right?
Yeah, the second fight he
yeah.
just whooped
Yeah,
him. Yeah, he
I
yeah,
just
said the
he,
cooked him.
two round John.
Yeah, he just straight up cooked him that fight. Yeah.
yeah, he knocked him out the second fight. But the first fight, I think, yeah, he hurt Monster.
Yeah.
No,
And the
yeah,
experience. That was Monster first time at that level, so it could have been
Yeah,
that too. He probably had to settle in because O'Neal was
yeah.
a best person he ever fought up until that point.
mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well,
he
on
was a
paper,
Hall
he
of
still
Famer at
is the
that
best.
point. Yeah,
I was about
shit.
to say on paper, he still is the best he ever fought. Cause until Cool Boy go to the Hall of Fame or make himself Hall of Famer, Donaire's still the best he ever fought right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see
no
that. I
cap.
can see that. Yeah, for sure.
What about that Bud Crawford and Errol Spence? Who you had in that fight before it happened, and was you surprised?
Uh, a lot of people was arguing me about that fight, man. I had Bud though. I ain't
How
gonna
you
lie.
doing?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had.
Bud.
Yeah, I had Bud. I seen, man, just cause I watched both of them a lot, but I
Oh yeah,
just
you in Houston. I was wondering why you was like a lot of people was arguing me. Then it just said that you in Texas. That makes sense.
yeah, they love Earl down here, man. You can't say nothing.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing about Earl. They gonna want to fight.
I'm in my head like, you from St. Louis. What do you mean? Everybody was arguing with it. I'm like, oh, he did say he moved to Texas though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you in Dallas, like his city
yeah.
too. So it's
Yeah.
You say Earl can't fight down here, man.
like,
So
Man.
what was that? Did you feel the atmosphere? Like, did you feel the sadness in the city that Sunday morning?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody was posting. Man, it was crazy.
you make any bets out? Because I'm like that. You could have came up good that night if you in
Yeah, no,
Dallas. You could have came up
I think
good.
I bet like two people. I bet like two people, but that was a fight where like I didn't even want to bet on
It
though.
was
Like,
50-50.
even though I
Yeah,
knew who was
everybody say
probably
that.
gonna win,
Yeah.
I didn't even want to bet because it was like you couldn't really chance it, even though you knew like, oh, this person might win, but I just didn't even chance it.
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah, it
it's
was a
definitely hear
50-50
that
to
same
everybody
thing.
going into that John. And like I said, and Bud kind of did what Inoue did. We thought Spence was going to win because you just seen way lesser guys do so much.
Right,
Like you just
right.
seen a lot,
Mm-hmm.
like lesser guys do a lot of different things. Like you seen guys go out there really could touch Terrence. You seen guys win 3-4 rounds. So you thinking like, oh, all right, he can win 3-4 rounds. Spence way better than him. There's no way Spence can't get another three on top of the three
Yeah.
this guy already can get. Like he could get three on Bud, and he nowhere near to get a Spence. So you telling me Spence can't go and just add that little 3-4 on there and win? So that's
Mm-hmm.
how people was seeing it because you like I say, you seen all these guys running around doing good, hitting him, landing shots, dropping
Yeah.
him. Because I still think my man, the Mean Machine, dropped him. But it's like, so it's like you seeing all this stuff and you're like, damn, like yo, he real hittable, real like. He was a total package. He was a bad
Yeah.
person regardless. But like I said, you just seen it but yo, people get off on him. So you like if they get off, Spence gotta be able to get off.
Right.
He
Man,
couldn't do nothing.
I think what played a big part in that fight though, Earl didn't think Crawford was as strong as he was. Like once he felt like, man, this dude like pushing me around the ring with ease, it was like a whole different fight.
Yeah. Everybody was kind of
But yeah,
saying that
that's
though, like Errol had that strength factor, or that he was just bigger, the bigger guy. You
yeah,
know what I mean? That was
because
gonna play a part.
he wasn't supposed to hit hard. Like everybody knew he was faster than this. Like I always tell my coach, like it's going to be hard to find a fight. Like name a time somebody lost and it hit hard and their hands is faster. It's gonna be hard to beat that guy. If you go in the
Yeah.
ring, it's not impossible. Not impossible. It's been done. But if you go in the ring with somebody and he faster than you and he hit harder than you, it's gonna be hard as hell
Yeah.
to get
It's
that
gonna be
win.
hard.
Usually one or the other got the other. You got the speed, I got the power. And usually
Right.
one or the other. People don't usually come in with
And
both.
then it was
And that's
just
why
like
Inoue won and Bud won.
it was just like he was just pushing him around the ring like with ease. Like
Man,
anywhere he wanted him to go, he would just like get up off me. Like, man,
yeah.
it's crazy.
And that was everybody
Yeah,
argument that he wasn't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, and he was doing it. It's crazy. Like, and everybody's saying like, he had to cut a whole bunch of weight. He was weight drained. But what I tell everybody is they walk around the same weight though. Like, Bud is as big as Earl. You know what I'm saying? Like Earl would walk around 180. I think Bud walk around 175, one something. That's why he said he willing to fight Charlo because he walk around that way.
yeah.
No, yeah, I say he said he wasn't gonna fight Canelo. He said shit.
Yeah, word.
He willing to go to 168 if it's the money right.
Yeah. I think he on his way to retiring anyway. So them big money fights kind of.
Yeah, makes sense right at this point.
Yeah, that's why he said he'll never fight Boots because it don't make sense. You're not gonna make no money off that fight.
Yeah. That's
Even though, yeah,
yeah,
I said
real
that
rap
too. I don't
like
think it's gonna happen. Yeah, it ain't,
no, yeah,
I
ain't
don't see
nobody
that
fighting.
happen.
But it makes sense. Like nobody did it. Like when people be asking people to do, nobody did it. Like Sean
Yeah,
and Keith wanted to fight Floyd when he was popping. Floyd even looked at them like, yeah, I'm cool. Y'all too young and hungry right now. Like I'm not gonna risk it. So
yeah, I'm not gonna
it's the
risk it.
same thing.
And it
And then
was the
eight
money,
years
like
from now, it's gonna
that,
be another guy that we're gonna tell Boost
yeah,
to fight, and Boost gonna be like, y'all crazy. He got it. I'm cool. He's too young and hungry. I'm
right,
cool.
right.
It's like it always happens that way.
It always happen that way. Unless they come up with some crazy numbers and they willing to reel him in with some with some money. Then
Yeah,
other than that, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm about to say it had to be like a Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia, just a social media star that could reel in some
Yeah,
cash, like you said. Yeah, they
You gotta
yeah.
be
make
They
sense.
big.
talking
You gotta be big already.
50. They talking like 50 million. Then he'll fight. But other than that, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Like you gotta be big. Like you gotta be at least like Floyd did fight Canelo. He didn't have to fight Canelo. He was just originally fun. But Canelo was on the pound for pound list at 23 years old, so that's why he had to fight. He was big.
Right.
So it's like they'll fight the new generation, but you have to bring something to the table. Canelo was selling out at 23. He was
Yeah,
already on the
And
yeah, I
pound for
his
heard.
pound list
record,
at
his
23.
record was crazy.
So it's
His
like
record was wasn't he
Man,
like
that's what I'm saying.
wasn't he
So it's
like
like
35-0
it's
or
not that
something at
they
the time?
at that point, yeah.
no, he was like 40. He was like when he fought
I
Floyd,
thought
he was 44
he,
and one.
7 fights in,
Yeah,
like stupid shit.
yeah. His record was
Yeah,
crazy.
so
He was undefeated with like 40 wins or something like that. It was crazy.
yeah, so that's why he's one of the few young. He was one of the few guys that from the other generation that was still as big as the new generation at the time. So like they're not really getting like if Boots was as big as Ryan Garcia, he'd have got a shot,
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
he
no
not.
cap.
That's
yeah,
why.
for
So
sure.
it's like, but he not. So
He's
it's
been
like
bringing that
I'm going to
bag to the
fight.
table.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm going to fight top three most talented people I ever fought, and I'm going to pay six most money I ever got made. The math not mathing right there.
Right. Yeah, I still think that fight with Charlo gonna happen though. Him and Charlo.
Yeah, he probably joined back up. No, yeah, I think the fight with him and Charlo gonna happen because he really want Charlo. You know, he really don't like
Yeah.
him for real, and
And
I
it's a
think he
money
really
fight.
wants that fight. And it's a money fight. They gonna generate some cash. Going speaking of Charlo, man, what was going on with your man's in that Canelo fight, man?
I don't know. I think he was just scared.
You think it was the power, man? He felt the power and just didn't want the smoke no more. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I believe that. Or it can be like, cause I can't even say the weight. I can't. I don't know. It ain't no excuse for him. It's just like I think he was just scared for real.
that's what it looked like, man. That's how he kind of went out, and he
Yeah,
kind
you
of
really
didn't
can't
care
even
after the
like
press
that fight.
conference.
You can. Sometimes you can make excuses, but you really can't even make no excuse for that fight. Like,
You
it's
can't,
crazy.
because he kind of looked like he didn't try. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
just
the
like, oh,
bad
let me get
part.
this money. Let me get this money and get out of here.
Yeah, because I would have respected it more if you out there fighting and get knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would have just respected it a little bit more just because you went out fighting. You feel me? But now it's like, dog.
yeah. He took a knee. That punch didn't even look like it hurt it. Yeah, he just took a knee.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He might look deceiving. I heard Canelo cracking. I don't know.
No, he cracking, but it looked like how the punch can nick you a little bit. Like that's what like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
clipped him. Don't get me wrong, it clipped him, but like he bounced off the ropes like he was good and then took a knee.
No, he
So
definitely. It was a delayed knee. Yeah, for
yeah, I
sure.
feel like it was a delayed reaction. It probably did hurt after you hit him though.
Yeah. So going back to Errol Spence and Bud, did you see the need for a rematch?
Nah, I think if it's gonna be a rematch, I think it's gonna be worse. And I don't even want to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that.
Yeah, just you just too. I'm a big fan of Spence too, man. I'm just too big of a fan. I don't want to see you get done like this,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't even want to see them two fight because them. I'm like, man, I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man,
Yeah,
this is one of them fights that you want to see, but you don't want to see neither one of them get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or beat
Yeah.
that bad. Like it was just crazy.
No, it was hard to see Earl like that, man. Do
Yeah.
you think Bud could make that go up and make that 68 and fight Canelo at some point, or do you think weight class is for a reason? It's too big.
No, I think he can. I think he can. I think that's a better fit for him though. I think he'll be way stronger at that weight class too.
Yeah, if he like
Yeah.
come, because I've seen he walk around at about 180. Yeah,
Earl, you
I
think
mean,
Earl still could do it?
I'm on.
Yeah, I think Eric. That's. I feel like. I feel like he can. Yeah, I feel like he can. I don't think he done yet.
No, definitely not. No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
he done, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I look at Derrick James a little different now.
I
I
don't.
ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I
care.
don't. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know about Derrick
like,
James. He needs somebody else in this corner, but
and
hey,
I ain't talking about the instructions, cause I ain't gonna lie. When a fighter lose, a lot of people go at the trainer like he gonna only tell you what to do. You still gotta go out there and do it.
right?
So
You still gotta go through.
I ain't even exactly. I ain't even talking about the instructions. Like I ain't gonna question his coaching ability. I feel like whatever instructions he gave, I ain't hear it, but I'm gonna respect him and just feel like that would have worked if he could implement it. But it's just the after seeing that your fighter is like brutally damaged, it's just like, bro, let him live to fight another day. Like, and you got a rematch clause. Another thing, like, bro, you can live to fight him another day, but you got to make it to the next fight. Like, if you want your
And he was
Right.
rematch
getting
against
whooped.
Bud, you got to make it to the next fight with Bud.
Yeah.
Like, it's like he was never like at the 6 rounds, man. He was never supposed to be out there no more.
You think he's supposed to stop the fight?
Yeah, if you wanted to, because the spins, you would go 7, because he was still trying. Like, but in reality though, it's like yo, Aerospin. It's like for him. It's like for him. It's like you don't do that for fighters on that caliber because it's just like you got too much to lose. Like
Yeah, but
and
I, I feel like that was on because Earl said. I think he was just going off what Earl taught him. I think Earl probably, we don't
Fighter
know, but
mentality,
he probably was like, "Yeah, let me just go out on my shield." You know what I'm saying? If this was gonna happen, let it happen. Cause I feel like
especially
he
in a
probably
fight of
did
that
want to stop it.
magnitude.
Yeah, he probably did want to stop it. But them type of fights, you can't really just, you know what I'm saying, just throw in the towel. But
yeah,
I
but
feel like
it's
what
that
you're
wasn't
saying though.
even
You don't want to get him hurt too bad
like
where he
Floyd
can't fight no more.
anyway. Yeah, like Floyd was getting his ass whooped, but it was never brutal. Like it was never where you
Right.
looked at him and you really starting to worry about his health type shit.
Yeah.
Like it got to a point where you literally was wondering, like, yo, it's like is Spence gonna be okay? Like you
My
literally gonna
man's
keep
face
sending
was
him
Yeah.
out there. Like it got to that
Yeah.
point. His face, like his face, like even before, like I said before, he just was getting caught with good shots. Do that. So his face wasn't changing like when he got hit with a shot. Spence's face was changing in the moment of getting hit. Like
Yes. Ben's face
he had
started
get hit
changing
with a
at the end
jab,
of
and he got a whole
the
new
round.
face now. So
Yeah.
it's like
no, he was
that
fake.
just crazy.
No,
Like I said,
I definitely get it. Like on the fighter side, like I definitely get like the point. Like a fight of this magnitude, like he just got to knock me out. You feel me? Like I get that because it's like this is the fight of the decade or what we thought it was.
Right.
And then, but no, I definitely feel you too though, because he was getting beat so bad. Like it's like we don't want to see this no more. Just go ahead and throw that motherfucker in.
Right. Yeah.
Like
It
I
was
get both
crazy.
sides of it though.
Yeah. I feel like, uh, but Derrick James asked him, "Was he done?" He said, "You still want to fight?" He
Yeah,
said,
because at
"Yes."
that, I'm about to say by the time round 9 came, he had already got knocked down 3 times. So
Yeah.
like
But he
I
kept.
understand.
I feel like
He's trying to.
I know, you know what I'm saying, the face part and like we worry, but like I feel like once you see or cuz he stood up, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like if he stand up and gets a wobbling or it look like he
Yeah,
can't stand up no more, that's where you be like, okay, let's go ahead.
right.
But I feel like he was okay. I don't think he was at a I think when he was finna get stopped, I think that was like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and because he was out of there. But at them moments, I don't think he was hurt as as bad as everybody think he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
was able to still function. He was able to still. It was just like he was just getting outclassed. I think at that point, and then he didn't know what to do no more,
my
so he
fault. That
kept
might have been
fighting.
that.
Right. Now that kind of makes sense too. Just kind of we not experiencing what's going on. He really just getting beat up. He not really hurt,
Yeah,
but he just getting beat on.
Yeah,
But
because you got to think about he was in an accident too, so his face gonna swell faster than what we used to seeing. You got to think about he had surgeries and all type of stuff, so his face was just like them surgeries and all that stuff was catching up to him at that moment.
I'm hoping the best. Hey, I want him to go shit. Go
Yeah.
ahead and go fight one of them dogs at 154. Try to get a strap up there.
Yeah, I think he can.
And another reason that you get crazy is like boxing a crazy sport. Like before Spence family went to that fight, they put their best outfit on to watch that. So it's like I just felt like you should have stopped this. Thing about shame and everything. But stop about everything.
It's still a little choppy, but I know what you said. Though you said basically, you said you felt like Derek should have stopped the fight. You know, he got this man family in the house. He in here getting did dirty. Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically.
No, yeah, that's a factor too. Like your kids gotta watch you get did like this. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
is, you know what I mean. I get it. Yeah,
You
I
I
gotta
don't know,
get
make
it.
it
but
to the next day to raise them.
yeah, you right about that. You right about that. Cause like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. That's the only thing I think about going in the ring. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if it's just me or it's everybody that box. Like before I get in the ring, I ain't gonna lie. My stomach be like, oh man, we you always said I finna straight go out here. But once the bell ring, it can go away. But yeah,
Right.
you got your mom there. It's just anything can happen. Even if you fighting a bomb, like you know what I'm saying, anything can just happen. It's fighting. So yeah,
No, that's. I was gonna ask that too. Like, what's that feeling like going in, especially for your first couple pro fights? You know, all your people, their friends, family. Like, you just told us. Like, was you like nervous or was you like anxious going in there?
yeah, yeah. Even though like I didn't, we didn't jumped in the ring almost a million times, but you always just get that feeling in your stomach, like them butterflies. Like, oh man, like
Yeah.
I'm straight finna go in there with some little gloves on and somebody swinging at you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Then you worry about getting cut and all that stuff. So yeah, you know, a lot of stuff.
No, I feel. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely can understand. Like, especially like making sure you ain't getting cut and scratched and shit. Them cuts be fucked up, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie though. The worst thing I didn't felt, worst thing I done felt was a headbutt. I got headbutted in Team
Ooh,
Combat
shit.
League. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was cut. I didn't know how I was gonna deal with it. I felt my head. I'm like, man, I know I ain't cut, man. It was gonna go. Yeah. Dude, head was hard than a bug, boy. Without them head gears, you don't got no protection. For real. Then he was leading with his head. It was crazy.
No, I know that shit gotta be like just a crazy experience, dog. Like you said earlier, like just getting hit with them eights is just a different experience.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Well,
even them just punching your shoulders and your arms is you can still feel it.
You just gotta fight through that shit at this point. Nah, it's just
yeah.
Yeah,
really you gotta
yeah.
go through it.
At that point, yeah, you just like, hey, we in here now.
No. Who some guys that you like to watch? You know, get some game from.
Um, right now I've been watching. Well, Floyd, my favorite fighter, but right now I've been watching like Tank Boots, Crawford, them type of guys.
Yeah.
Who else? Um, I used to watch a lot of Lomachenko before he started losing.
That Lomachenko footwork, just you just want to watch that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Try to take like what I'm saying, bits and pieces from everybody and try to put it in your own way.
I say we got like three fantasy fights before we get up out of here. Yeah, the first one you got Kenneth Sims Jr. versus Richardson Hitchens.
Okay, I like that, but I'm gonna go Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah, just like that boxer style, just
Richardson
that
Yeah,
pure boxer
yeah.
style. Yeah.
Pure boxer style.
Okay. The second one, you got Carmel Moon. This one basically like kind of the Yeah, it's not more so 2 people, 3 people. So yeah, you can make it. Just think.
Ray Savage, Bruce Carrington, or Carmel Moten?
Yeah, they would
26
do like a
to
little 3-man tournament.
3-man tournament. Okay. So is it Bruce Carrington and Ray Savage first?
No, it's Bruce and Carmel. Ray Savage get the bye just because
Okay.
he ranked
Bruce
high
and
every
Carmel.
section in body. So since he ranked the highest,
Bruce and Carmel. I'm gonna go because I know Carmel. Let me think. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not know for. I would
Uh, I'm gonna say Carmel with. It all depends on because he's just coming off the amateurs. If he's just coming off the amateurs right now, I say Bruce because he got more of the pro experience. But if we give in Carmel like 6-8 fights in, I'm gonna go Carmel because he have
No,
more pro experience, more feel. I'm gonna go Carmel.
and then now you gotta
Bruce
go
versus Ray
Miguel
Savage.
Ray Savage. Yeah,
Ray Savage, southpaw. But he can't punch, so I'm going Carmel.
Carmel, yeah, he cracking too. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
I feel like
Yeah,
once somebody hitting you and you be like, man, he ain't punching on nothing. I'm finna walk through you now.
Bruce. Got Bruce over Ray too.
But
I think you said you got Bruce over Ray too.
yeah, I think because of just boxing styles. I think just styles make fights, man. But Ray can fight though.
Yeah, yeah, for
He
sure.
can fight though. I think I think Ray and Bruce would be a real good fight, but I think Bruce would just outpoint him in certain ways.
Yeah,
Like in an inside certain dog, I think he'd just edge it.
Mm. This one you got Keyshawn Davis. Well, this one kind of like a tournament too. But you got
Okay.
Keyshawn, Frank Martin, and Abdullah Mason.
Okay. Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin, Abdullah Mason. Okay, I got Keyshawn beating Frank Martin. Um and Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis. That's a hard one, I ain't gonna lie, because both of them can bang, I ain't gonna lie. Both of them can
man, they can both go. Yeah,
that fighter probably. I'm gonna go Mason. I'm gonna go Mason.
not a bad pick. It's a
Mason.
tough
And
one
then
though. It's a tough
Yeah,
one. Either
that's
or.
oh
hard
yeah,
though. That's hard.
that's my favorite prospect. Mason, my favorite prospect out of everybody.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
hard.
so I'm gonna pick Mason. Who else I said? Oh yeah, so you got Mason over Frank Martin. Then if you got him beat Keyshawn, you probably
Yeah.
got Frank Martin. All right, cool.
I was
Yeah,
about to say
that's
that's a
all.
tough one because you can respect either answer. It's just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
yeah, that's the first time Mason won that though. I ain't gonna lie, people always go either because he 19, so people always lean the other way just because he's 19 years
Yeah.
old.
That don't mean nothing though. Like, man,
No, yeah, for me
I
it
feel
don't
like,
mean, but I always pick Mason.
yeah, I don't you can box, you can box. I feel like that ain't
Mm.
yeah, no cap.
don't mean nothing.
Yeah, yeah. You can let the people know where they can find you at, bro. Like your social media, Twitter, Instagram.
Um Rick underscore NMC on everything, Randy Canaday on Facebook. Yeah.
My God.